Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. It's match day, and welcome to the road trip slash not road trip slash I'll be on the stream later on with the boys. But it is match day. I hope everyone's celebrating Christmas. I had a good day yesterday. I hope you ate and drank loads and fill up your bellies. But it's back to business in terms of the football. It's back to searching for 3 points. Yes, 3 points. That's what we need. The last 3 home games, let's put it right. Let's say it as it is. They've been terrible, okay? West Ham, terrible. Everton, terrible. And I forgot what the third one was. Everton, West Ham, Bournemouth, sorry. Maybe not the word terrible, but, you know, we took some positives, but we still wasn't good enough. And last time out against Villa, we know we didn't deserve to lose that game. There was a lot there that we did right. We created enough chances to definitely not lose. And we had our first look at seeing what we're like without the players that are missing, which continues now. Now, that was with one half with Bruno as well. And we know he's not going to be available. I see Amorim talking in the press conference about saying he's going to adapt. He's finally realised that to play his system, how he wants to play it, is going to cost a lot of money. And we need a lot of time. So what he's realised now is he needs to adapt with the players he's got. My gosh, adapt. Remember I was talking about that? Ironically, do you know what the maddest thing about this? Ironically, it was over a year ago when we played Newcastle United in December in the infamous Joshua Zirkzee game. That was the day I said he needed to adapt. And I was met with, you ain't got the stomach for this. You even said maybe formation. And we had a whole inquest, didn't we? We had a whole inquest into whether Flex actually... I remember they were rewinding it. KG and Owen were rewinding it, saying, I swear he said about formation. And I got very close to saying formation, but I didn't. And I remember because we had Liverpool next. So, for me, that situation of looking at it from early doors and saying, we're going to have to change. We are going to have to change or adapt something. You don't have to change the whole formation, but you've got to change to what we have. And now the manager's doing it over 12 months later. Better late than never. Okay, he did say the Pope won't make him change a damn thing. But also 2 things can be true. You don't, just because you're adapting the system, it doesn't mean you have to change the formation. And that's what I'm asking for. Find different sorts of solutions until we get what we need. Obviously, evidently, against Wolves and against Villa, respectively, we could see the difference. We said this is building up with a 4, essentially. Jamie Carragher, he spoke about it on Monday Night Football about the system adaptation. So any clowns out there saying he hasn't changed anything, he's always doing the same thing, shut up. He's obviously changed. He's obviously adapted. He hasn't completely just gone, here's your 4-4-3. Sorry, your 4-3-3, or here's your 4-4-2. It's not as easy as that, but he has adapted. So that puts that to bed. In terms of today, this is going to be a tough game. Newcastle United are up and down. They really are. But we owe them one. On any day, they can give you a tough game. They're very combative in midfield. We know what we're getting with Eddie Howe's teams. You know what the spine of the team looks like. It's very strong from Voltemada right through to the midfield to Joe Linton, who's actually not been playing that much anyway. Gamirez, Tonali, Lewis Miley's had a bit of run in the team now. The centre-backs, whether it's Thiaw and Shah or Botman and Thiaw or whoever. And then obviously Ramsdale and goal at the minute. It's a strong spine and they've got quality. We know they've got quality. Anthony Gordon. You know, if you look at what Lenny Yoro was doing against Morgan Rogers, and it was very interesting to see how Jamie Carragher broke that down, that Dalot was basically gambling, and whether it's instruction on purpose to leave 1v1 because we were 3v3 at the back every single time, or whether it was Dalot being lazy, we don't know. But they've got to do something to protect Lenny Yoro. Now, he had a stinker, yes. I saw Rio talking about it. I saw a lot of other people saying, listen, he does also need protection from the other players, which is true. That's the manager's job to think, right, Lenny's in a tough moment, but we have to play him. And he's going to be on the right side of the 3, quite exposed as basically a right back against a quick winner who's going to run at him. In the long run, you want Lenny to just be able to deal with that. Put Lenny on an island and say, you're not outpacing me, you're not beating me in a foot race. But he's not there yet. He's young. He needs time. So Ruben needs to have a plan for that. Because Anthony Gordon or Harvey Barnes, Yes, they might not be Morgan Rogers, but they're going to get at him. And they're going to look to, do that on a counter-attack. Newcastle United will. Anthony Elanga on the other side, or it might be Jacob Murphy, because Elanga hasn't really been having the best of times. Same thing. They played very, very quickly through the thirds in transition. So we have to have... It's all good saying we're going to go 3v3, but if you have the same back three, which is Heaven, Yoro, Heaven, and Shaw, that's going to potentially come with some problems for Lenny Yoro. Shaw can look after himself, which he did. Heaven gave a good account of himself, but also Aiden Heaven. How's he going to deal with Big Nick Voltemada? Do you know what I mean? Big Nick Crouchy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of proposition than dealing with what Ollie Watkins did, but he did very well. Are we going to see that same team? Lisandro Martinez, is he going to have to come into midfield? There's still no Kobbie Mainoo. There's definitely no Bruno. So that would signify to me that you've got to play Lisandro Martinez from the start. Surely it's got to be him and Casemiro. Casemiro be back. That's going to be a big plus. Or does he just go Casemiro, Garte, and keep Martinez on the bench? Now, I'm sure you've got to find a space for Martinez to play somewhere. He played so well in that second half. Real good quality on the ball. Different type of game, because this midfield is probably even more physical than Aston Villa's midfield. But we managed to do well. We're compact and we play well. At the top end of the pitch, Matheus Cunha, again, it's all about him. He's got to be the main guy. Him and Mason Mount. They have to be clinical. They have to take their chances. Whether we go with Šeško or Xerxes, there's reports of Xerxes, really wanting to go to Roma. He's basically accepted their proposal, but we're waiting for players to come back from AFCON first to see how we are. But I think he'll probably go with Šeško for continuity. We need him to take some of these chances. You're not going to get chances galore against Newcastle United like that, and we actually managed to make a lot of chances against Villa, to be fair. So, look, Newcastle United are there for the taking. They are up and down. They haven't been the Newcastle United that we're used to seeing, but that doesn't mean they don't still give you a game. They don't roll over. They're not an easy team to play against. And our home form, like I said, in the last 3 games has been woeful. So if we can win this, and then, dare I say it, look ahead, which we need to stop doing. Actually, no, do you know what? I'm not talking about the Wolves game. Can we finally just get a win at home? We had a good home record up until we played Everton at home, and I just don't know. It's just fallen off a cliff. We're nervous. We're not playing on the front foot for long enough. We're not taking our chances. We're not killing teams off. So go out there tonight, get 3 points against a difficult team, raise the morale, and try and get 2 back-to-back wins at home. And then all of a sudden, the loss against Villa, again, doesn't put you in that bad stead. But if we start losing points too much around this time, we're going to be too far off it. We can't afford to keep dropping points. And Newcastle United, I get it, it's a tough team. You might have to take a draw considering how the game goes if they're really at it. They're a good team. They can beat you. And we're without a lot of players. We just got to keep our head above water. But there was enough in that Villa performance to show you that the players are locked in. They can give a good account of themselves, and they need to do it tonight. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'll be there on the match route. I'll see you guys later, hopefully with 3 points for the boys. Come on.